Good afternoon, for a change, my good friends from wherever you are in this world, from Arizona, the arid zone. This is Dr. Cherry, and I do have I got two very interesting videos for you today. First, we are into one of these shocking, unexpected, explosive SOS to the world deadly window. So anything and everything can and will happen because those nasty reptilians will use those unusual, shocking cosmic winds to kill human beings and to crash planes and helicopters. But before going anywhere, I just finished a phenomenal 2 hours YouTube video show, and I strongly recommend every one of you to take the time to listen to this radio show with Dave. Meantime, the title of that newsletter today is SOS to the World, Predictions, January 2020. You have been warned by Dr. Cherry. So, as always, take the time to go and read the newsletter because you may be audible or visual. And a lot of you will learn more by reading than by listening to me. So that's why you have always a newsletter associated with my videos. I got a note from Ronnie, and he says, you know what, Dr. Cherry, cracking into the UFO speaking circuit is like being invited to join the Illuminati. Seems like they would rather hear former government employees leaking government propaganda than real UFOs experiences. This is exactly the words I needed to hear. Because, you know what, even though that I'm one of the top UFO speakers on the planet, and have been hanging around with the top UFO speakers since 1995 to my first show on Art Bell, there are still people out there who don't think I have what it takes. It's kind of amazing. It's really amazing that I have to explain myself. Well, it's understandable. You know, you won't see me on Wikipedia or anywhere else because my enemies have removed me. I don't exist anymore. All right. So what I'm trying to tell you here, the reality is Ronnie's note to me reflects the rational, scientific, conspirational attitude of those who choose to invite UFO speakers out there to their events. Okay, while true contactees' critical informations are not always available to the general public, I have decided to get going and doing a lot of radio shows. So the one I just did a few hours ago, you really, really don't want to miss it. So go there, you look at that newsletter, click on the link, and enjoy it because you're going to hear things that you are not going to hear anywhere else. Remember those UFO speakers, many of them are young. This the new crowd, the new generation of speakers. They're more investigators. They don't even have to have any UFO experiences. You know, Ronnie makes sense to me. But the essence of those conferences are for UFOs contactees, UFO abductees to explain or express what they went through. But it can be boring because, you know, I only have 5 UFO experiences, fifth kind UFO experiences. So adding all sorts of conspiratorial talk is what seems to be giving the changes, the entertainment, the questions that UFO events needs in order to captivate the attention of their attendants. So I understand what's going on. But this doesn't mean you have to keep real UFO contactees and their experiences, which is very often mind-boggling, out of the picture, especially mine, because believe me, once you listen to the YouTube video that I did with Dave today, maybe you'll understand me also a little bit more. So take the time again to watch the YouTube video when you finish watching this one. So knowing that we are into this shocking window. I would never say it enough. I have to remind you that I use Nostradamus' 16th century divine astrology methodology. Excuse me. And as explained to Dave, I don't have to fear the French Inquisition, so my quatrains don't have to be blurry or difficult to understand. They are very, very to the point. The keywords are more than direct. They're more than obvious. The quatrains are the same. So when I say calm deception to strike, entrail upset speed above. Now we're talking about volcano, red fire, wind, water to dance. Now we're talking about tornado, star command, shock science. Again, all the scientists watching my video wondering how find all these earthquakes and give the exact dates. Calm deception to strike. Again, you know, that's what's happening. This is this energy. And be aware. You are very much prone to experience a shocking event today. So be cautious. Now, this energy also involves the UFOs. So it's not an accident for me to have been for 2 hours on a show with Dave talk about UFOs, okay? No accident. There is no accident in the cosmic code jurisdictions. There is only cosmic circumstances that dictate what we're going through. And those energy are used and manipulated by the reptilians to make sure they give us a hell on earth. All right, so the keywords is Japan, Asia, China, surprise, unexpected explosion, shocking earthquakes, volcano, tornado, airport, aeronautics, and so forth. Now, this window is now coming towards the end. So let me refresh your memory that always says during these windows, you're going to have earthquakes at 6.0 or above. 4 days ago, we had a 6.3. 5 days ago, we had the 6.0 and another 6.0 in Canada. And then before that, we had the 6.1 in Afghanistan. So this is what this window was created. 1, 2, 3, 4 earthquake started at 6.0 and ended up at 6.3. Somebody must be right. Yes. All right. Now, there is also tornadoes. In fact, if you look at the link, family-owned store was devastated by a tornado. And then there is also a lot of volcanic activity. So all the links are there for me to prove my claim. Remember, I'm not a psychic. For lack of word, I have to use psychic, but I'm using this software, the same type of software that NASA used to send the shuttle. With the only difference that I understand that the stars are a little bit more than dead rock. Hanging there for the sake of beauty, my friend. You know, God Cosmic Design is a savior. Bringing further your cosmic awareness can only make you live a safer and more productive life. As simple as that. You need to reconnect with the gearbox in God Cosmic Design. What's so difficult to understand? I don't know. So let's talk about this nasty news. Victims identified in deadly Louisiana plane crash. The sudden release of energy doesn't lie. It put plane down. Remains of 6 on board a Hawaii tow helicopter found after crash. You know, those people, they go and take a tour in Hawaii. Oh, well, it's my birthday, or let's go. So this is what they do. They use this. Okay, perfect time. Let's go. Here goes the negative window. The reptilians are there, and these people are dead. What else do we have? At least 14 people killed and 35 injured after plane crash in Kazakhstan. Again, do you think it's every day that you have in 2 or 3 days a bunch of people dying in plane crash or helicopter crash? Come on, my friend. Help me to make you aware that it is all preset. It's all in the universal code, and you need to learn God's language so you could do what I do. I'm not special. My student can do that, so can you. But you need to be curious and you need to learn. Okay? All right, what else do we have that's kind of weird? Photographer. I saw the semi and I knew that I had to run. The reason why he's not dead is because he was in one of his positive cosmic biorhythm. He was at the wrong place at the wrong time, but the reptilians could not get to him because he was under one of his cosmic biorhythm. That means nothing to you. This is my latest discovery, this specific timing. There are days when you're going to get up, and as soon as you wake up, the telephone rings with the bad news. You wish you had stayed in bed that day, because everything after that is hell. You burst a tire, you fight, you lose your job. God knows what. There are days where those negative cosmic biorhythm are terrible. So once you're aware of it, you don't let it get it to you, get it depressed and decide to go and drink and make a situation worse and get into an accident or get a DUI. The reptilians are there to mess your life up. So you need to know. So when you're on the high side, so maybe you win the lottery. Can't do it myself. Cannot use metaphysics for personal gain. I don't lose my powers. Woman 29 leave bar with two strangers, vanishes after texting. She could be in trouble. Again, if that woman were as lucky as you are and smart enough, she would get those cosmic biorhythm. And she would not decide to go with two strangers and we never find her. She's dead. She's been raped and she's dead. Okay, what else do we have that's unusual? A ghost ship with 7 bodies on board washed up of Japan shore. It's not every day that happened. Indiana mom arrested after finding son 5 inside a running washing machine. Jesus. My window mentioned children, teens, kids, toddler. That's the keywords. And you got this crazy infected, reptilians infected mother, or put the child. I mean, she's a victim. Maybe she did too much drugs. Maybe the point is she's infected. Look what she does to a child. No accident. Now you can ask a psychologist, you can ask a psychiatrist, or anyone that works in the mind to try to find out what makes that woman doing these things. They're not going to give you any answers. They don't know. They're rational. They're educated. They're smart. And the experts are very often the least to know what really is going on. What's going on is the freaking reptilians using those cosmic winds, knowing that she's at the weakest point. They make her do stupid things that in a normal time she would not do. Okay, he's gone to jail. Luckily, the kid is alive. A 60-year-old man who was beaten and he was 60 years old. He was beaten and for $1, and he died. It's just terrible. The more I look at those news, the more I understand how the reptilians really, really control this world, my friend. And you need to help me because you can only beat them with the same tools. It's all psychical. It's all up here. Remember, positive, negative, up and down, black and white, the front, the back, God, devil, yin and yang, male, female, reptilians, draconis. You have a reptilian's brain and you have a draconis brain. My radio show explains so much more about what's going on. You need to pay attention and you need to grasp it so you can work against those entities by lining up with the draconis. That radio show is all about explaining things that you need to know so you don't become victimized by those entities. Tiger caught on camera chasing a motorcycle. Tell you what, doesn't happen every day. But as far as I'm concerned, even if I was on a bicycle, believe me, I would push on those pedals like I never did before. But I ain't going to be a stick for that tiger. Oh, my God. By the way, I was born in the year of the tiger in 1950. The metal tiger. So in the Chinese horoscope is 12 animals. Here we have the 12 signs. And of course, you have 12 apostles, you have 12 sins, 12 jury, 12 hours of the day, 12 months in the year. Believe me, it's all about astrology, my friend. All right, let's see what we have here. He tried to save his 2 daughters. All 3 died in an apartment fire. Again, on Christmas time. That's nasty, nasty window. This is my heart goes to the family. But you know what? They were in a negative cosmic biorhythm. The windows are very negative and they're on a negative energies. They are reptilians are just having a blast, killing all these innocent people. 3 high school students die in Christmas Day car crash. Imagine that. Bunch of kids. They drink, they smoke pot, they laugh, they joke. They kids, they don't know better. The reptilians are watching. Ha ha. Well, you know what? Those 3 kids, we're gonna get them. We're gonna kill them, so that the family, the parents, the friends are all afraid and all depressed and all negative. So we can feed on their negativity because that's what those entities survive with: fear, chaos, ignorance. Hiker dies after a redwood tree fall and strike him. What's the chance of this to happen to you? It did happen during this shocking window, shocking, unusual news. It's like some people, they die in lightning. You can go anywhere, I can go anywhere. We never get hit by a lightning. But if your chart is loaded with the Uranus energy, Aquarius energy, believe me, you're prone to get shocked, like Travis Walton, being shocked when you go under flying saucers when you're not invited. Long story. I talk about this on that show. You can listen to what happened to Travis. What else do we have here? Horrifying moment crane collapse into a boat. Again, this is not every single day that you have a stupid heavy equipment operator that does not know the balance because he wasn't there. It was under his negative cosmic environment. And next thing you know, the crane, him, and the boat, everything goes screwed up. You know, there are no accidents, my friend. If this guy had knew my windows and were cosmic conscious, he would have been paying 10 times more attention, and the crane would have not taken a swim. Fire threatened koalas in New South Wales. Oh, my friend, this is a big one. This is a big one because on October the 16th, I was on George Norrie, and I said, George, I'm expecting a lot of fire for 2020, and we're going to lose a lot of wildlife. And a few days later, my first predictions came to pass. It's important to put the green where the mouse is. Now, you know, George is about to do this big, huge New Age prediction show. He's going to invite a bunch of people. I hope you are going to email him or Lisa and said, hey, you know what? Dr. Thierry's prediction already came to pass with the Australian fire and the deaths of all these koala. 30% of koala are dead. And there is more fire predicted, so a lot of more death. Koala on the way, okay? So I already made my point. I already have proven to you that I'm real. My UFO predictive legacy is undeniable if you pay attention. And you can go to the website and you can read the date and you can read what I wrote. So you could tell him, you know what, maybe a good idea to have a real professional, a real psychic, a real medium who are going to give us some really, really interesting predictions. You're going to hear some on that show, but there's much more that I didn't approach just yet. So you have you have George's email and you have Lisa's email. Just, you know what, if you're a supporter and you want to hear me, just take 2 seconds. Be part of the solution. Be part of the Draconic Light. Help me guide people. Help me prepare you to what the hell is coming to us. You better be prepared. All right. So do that for me. The last one I'm talking about, which I don't really like to do because people, regardless how much I tell them my work is all spiritual in nature, my work has nothing to do with politics or President Trump. President Trump is a human being who has the same blood than you and me. He has emotion, he's sensitive, but he's infected. And that's a reality that people don't want to hear. Oh my gosh, you don't like my president, you go to hell, Dr. Thierry. No, has nothing to do with that. I give you the explanation to why he is dual. Dual means an opportunity to get re-elected. That's the real opportunities. Dual means 2, 4, 6. You cannot have one house or one golf course, one restaurant, one hotel, or one tweet. It's a dual, change spaces. It's a Gemini. It's that way. He's made by the stars, by God, to behave this way. But he's born with the tail of the dragon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is the month of December. Years ago, I saw all this coming with the rebirth of Hitler and all the rebirths of what the stars would do. Okay, and I gave the exact months of December, saying to you in December, Trump's gonna hit it bad. Jesus, people, months and months ago, I give you the months of December and I give a specific quatrain. You go and read it. I am real. You like it or not, I am real. And it's very, very rare to have a real prophet in 2020. And you are going to think, some of you who nurture an inferiority complex, oh, wow, Thierry is the biggest egocentric on the planet. Damn, I'm doing all this for free. What did you give the world today? Because I'm confident, because I'm sure, because my UFO experience have left me with an incredible legacy, doesn't mean I'm an egocentric. And you should make good use of that, because that is my mission. I was cursed or blessed with all that happened with extraterrestrial. And there is no separating Dr. Thierry to the stars. That's what it is. It is because of all those UFOs experience face to face into the flying saucers, talking to these guys, that I became Dr. Cherie, and I have that curse. So don't call me an egocentric when all I'm trying to do is to help you and save your butt. Take it, deal with it. All right. So, you know what? At the end of the year, in that newsletter, you have a little box with every single sign of the zodiac. From Aries to Pisces, click in it. Spend the $20. Believe me, it's not for the $20, my friend. It's for what you're going to read. You're going to be prepared at the universal level and mostly at the personal level. When I am on Coast to Coast or on any radio show, I cannot take care of you personally. In fact, we are planning with another host to call me to do a specific show just about the sign of the zodiac. We're going to do that. I will let you know. But what I'm trying to tell you is I can't do that just yet. So, you know, when I talk about a long-lasting moving planet like Saturn, the fear principle, Pluto, life and death, Neptune, the deceiving planet, Mercury, Mars, Venus, you need to know where those planets are going to affect you by house and by sign. This is exactly what I do at a personal level. Okay, you're not going to have to give me $700 or $300. Get it for $20. That's why I make it available for $20. And if you cannot get it, then I'm going to sound like Jesus. You know, don't give pearl to swines. You don't want to hear that, yeah? No, neither do I. I don't want to tell you that. I'm telling you, take it. And then when you open it and you start to read it, say, wow, this is what I can expect. And you're going to be skeptical. But at the end of next year, you're going to say, holy goosey, Dr. Cherie was right. He said I was going to get married, I was going to get divorced, I was going to change job, I was going to move, I was going to buy a house, I was going to go this, and I'm going to do that. It's all written in light. This is God's cosmic design. And unless you raise your cosmic awareness, you are a peon and in grave danger by the reptilians to use your UCR, your unique celestial identity, and all those cosmic winds to make your life misery. And if you're not lucky, experience death. This is not a joke. This is serious. Make the most while you're alive. Learn now so you don't have to come back on this dense physical world. You're not going to go to hell. This is hell. Nobody wants to be here. I must have been crazy to reincarnate here in this world. But yeah, here I am. All right, I don't want to become too emotional again. But remember, this is a perfect time. If you want to go for UFOs, now is the time. Get your camera. Anything, everything can happen. Wear gold. Remember gold, love, light, protection, the draconis, the forces of the sun. Don't wear a gun. Don't wear a knife on you. Leave your car behind. You know, the opposite of gold, rust, and that's metal. The more metal you have, the more you're going to attract the reptilians. This is why Travis Walton was in his track. He probably had a gun. The guys had a gun, and he had plenty of tools and a sewing machine. I mean, you know, a lot of metal. That's the last thing you want if you want to deal with and attract the draconis. You want to wear some gold. You want to leave your car behind, and you want to project a positive attitude to attract them. Now, anything and everything can happen during this energy. So you want it to be a positive experience. So I elaborated to you today because we are into the UFO, shocking, unusual, futuristic, new age, Aquarius type of energy. We are right into that window, my friends. So go and make the most and then have a good surprise. All right. One more time, I will take this opportunity to thank all of you, my good friends, and wish I see you whenever, you know. I'm not going to do this every single day anymore. I'm happy. My new page on Facebook, I was able to squeeze through. I think we got nearly 3,000 people in less than 2 weeks. So a lot of people are realizing I'm here. I'm back. So, hey, it's a fun. All right, my good friend. Talk to you later. Read the newsletter. Listen to that, to the other YouTube video, not just this one. The other one is 2 hours. And make it a beautiful day, my friend. I will take this opportunity, of course, to wish all of you a fantastic, marvelous year 2020. Bye-bye. Mama.